Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Last Radio Call. And this is a new horror film from writer-director Isaac Rodriguez, starring Sarah Froelich, and Froelich plays Sarah, whose husband disappears mysteriously one night at an old dilapidated hospital as he's a cop and goes to investigate some kind of disturbance. And over the course of this film, we find footage of what really happened, and we see footage of all other disturbing things that the police are trying to cover up, and all kinds of different mysteries and twists and turns along the way. This really deals with like folk horror of these strange entities, these spirits that are affecting what's really going on. It does feel a little awkward because it's like using cliches of like people of color and their culture and their spirits and things that mean something to them, and it's just like we've seen those kinds of things done to death. Like my fiance Jess was like, "This better not be like a Native American burial ground or something like that." And it's just like, wouldn't that be cliched? And it does lean into that. You have an interesting balance of like you have body cams of like the cops, and those particular scenes are intense and eerie and well shot in this dilapidated hospital. You have some handheld documentary camera style because a lot of this film is shot like a documentary. This crew following Sarah around as she's trying to investigate what happened to her husband. And you have all of this going on with like body cams, and then there's a lot of very convenient tapes that pop up. It's like text will be like, and a week later, this video popping up with surprising evidence. And it's just like, oh, surprising evidence is surprising and convenient. And you have those kinds of things. And a lot of those videos are also really creepy and really grab you. It does lean into like jump scare cliches and tropes and stuff like that. But like at least there's some solid scares here. And like I mentioned, documentary style. And in these like side little videos that pop up, you have these side scares and side stories going on. It does, after a while, kind of feel like they're trying to pad the runtime of an hour and 15-minute movie, which is not great. So like pacing's a little bit off. And there's one climactic sequence that's really unnerving of Sarah running around, and it's all in like night vision, so we can see what she sees in this darkness, middle of the night, because at 3 o'clock, the witching hour, they'll tell you all about the witching hour. At 3 o'clock, all the crazy stuff starts going on at this hospital. There's solid scares, there's a lot of tropes, and it does lose some of its energy and life at times, but in general, like, if you're really into horror, I think you'll get something out of this. It isn't the strongest of films, and it does lose its way a lot, and could be potentially problematic, and a little bit too cliched. But in the end, I think this has something to offer. I think it's not a big investment either. It's an hour and like 12 minutes without the credits, but it's creepy, it's unnerving, but does it fully come together making a really quality film? Maybe not, but it's interesting enough to keep your attention for the runtime. But those are my thoughts on Last Radio Call. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.